Picture this: 100-degree Fahrenheit heat wave, no air conditioning, fridge dying, $400 bill in the mail, groceries spoiling, kids miserable, power grid coughing its last breath. I'm David, been prepping off-grid since 2014. One hard lesson learned: solar kept my family fed and cool through 2 5-day blackouts while neighbors begged for generators. Here's the brutal truth most lists won't tell you. They push $100,000 Montana ranches, but the #1 expert-ranked state costs less than a 2018 FE150. Flatland, no codes, solar ROI that crushes Alaska by 300%. Proof? February 2025, Texas froze. $2 million dark, $1,200 loss per family on spoiled food and fuel. New York independent system operator just flagged 3 more failures by 2030. Not just here, everywhere. Today I'm sharing 10 budget-friendly states where you can lock in land under $5,000 an acre, dodge 15% utility hikes, and go off-grid without bankruptcy. Number 1 will shock you because it's not remote wilderness. It's got 200 sunny days, 0 building permits in 80% of counties, and crops that pay your taxes. Rural mortgage apps? Up 80% since 2020. Off-grid solar market? $2.59 billion in 2024, doubling by 2032. Prices jumping 10 to 20% next quarter. Secure your acre now. Save $50,000 in overruns, avoid fines, gain control before the rush hits. Item 1. Iowa. Let's kick this off with Iowa. Number 1 for a reason. Flat as a pancake. Solar farms everywhere you look. Vast acres waiting for beginner preppers like you to build a self-sufficient homestead under $10,000 startup. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Everyone chases Rocky Mountain dreams. Hype, Instagram views. Iowa, overlooked powerhouse, underrated wind plus solar synergy, fertile soil for year-round crops, 30% cheaper than those sexy states, and 0 building codes in 80% of counties. Competitors skip it for Alaska drone shots. They miss Iowa's 68 out of 100 off-grid score. Land prices, $7,500 to $9,500 per acre. Iowa State University Extension, LandWatch, Zillow, all confirm it. Dropped 3.1% in 2024. But brace yourself, 10 to 20% jump coming 2025. Best deal, LandWatch rural plots at about $8,000 an acre. That's like grabbing 3 acres for your first truck payment. Performance crushes it, 200 plus sunny days a year, solar pumping 4 to 5 kilowatt hours daily per 100 square feet of panel. Wind potential? 4 times the national average. Home Gnome study says 25% cheaper setup than Texas. Stock's solid, 8,000 plus parcels ready now. Midwest solar hubs mean no 2025 shortages. Grab from land.com or realtor.com. Users rave, 4.7 out of 5 on off-grid forums. Endless flat solar fields, crops thrive. So straight from Reddit 2025 posts. Humid summers? Yeah, tweak your AC. But last 6 months reviews? Gold. Picture this: 5 acres, install 10 kilowatt bifacial panels, 2025 tech, tie them to your well pump, boom, 0 bills, sell excess back for $500 a year income or wind-assisted greenhouse. Small turbine, south-facing hoop house, 6-month extended harvest, saves you $2,000 on groceries yearly. Big mistake? Leaning on town sewer. Illegal out there. Go composting toilets instead. Legal statewide. Pro tip, and this is priceless. Pair 2025 Enphase microinverters with Iowa's wind. 20% efficiency boost. Hybrid most folks miss entirely. Budget hack? Nebraska border lots. $6,000 an acre versus Iowa's $8,000. Same regs. 15% savings. Want to know the crazy part? This flatland secret could power your whole escape plan. Stick around. Number 2 is even wilder for water freedom. Item 2, Missouri. All right, Missouri. Number 2 on our hit list. Rolling Ozark Hills hiding your homestead like nature's own bunker. Rivers rushing with hydro potential. Lax codes turning it into prepper paradise for ditching the grid without the wallet bleed. Now, you might be thinking Texas is the rebel king, but here's the brutal truth. Missouri rivals it at budget prices with 40% less drought risk, no septic mandates in over 50 counties. Yet videos skip it for flashy western deserts. They ignore Missouri's rock-solid 73 out of 100 off-grid score. Focus on Alaska ice. Come on, this is real freedom, folks. Prices? $3,000 to $5,000 per acre. Straight from Land Limited, Zillow, Realtor.com. Stable through 2024. but forecast says 5% uptick in 2025. Snag the best value at land.com Ozarks, around $3,500 an acre. That's 3 acres for less than a decent chainsaw setup. Metrics: rainwater systems hold strong 20 plus years, 200 sunny days. 40 inches of rain yearly. Feel that steady drip feeding your tanks. And get this, 40% cheaper per acre than Tennessee per recent surveys. Availability's a dream. 8,000 plus plots stacked up. St. Louis hubs keep solar batteries flowing, no shortages in sight. Hunt them on LandWatch or rural Craigslist. Feedback: 4.6 out of 5 from Amazon solar crowds. Ozark Springs, free water forever. Echoes from January to June 2025 reviews. Flood-prone valleys? Yeah, stick to the hills. Smart move. Imagine this: Missouri River tributary right in your backyard. Drop a 1 kilowatt turbine, permit free in rural spots. Powers your cabin 24/7, shaves $1,000 off bills yearly, lights on, no sweat, or sloped permaculture orchard, contour plant with rainwater catchment, swales curving like veins. Boom! $3,000 food surplus annually, apples ripening, berries bursting. Your table loaded. Watch out though. County variances sneak up. Some demand RV permits. Don't get caught. Check Franklin or Lynn counties for zero codes. Pure play. Pro tip: overlooked gem. Rediscovered ram pumps on creeks. Old school magic. Zero electric water lift. $200 build. Gravity does the heavy lifting. Pumps uphill like it's 1850. Budget twist: Arkansas borderland, $2,500 an acre. Near identical terrain, 20% savings without skipping a beat. We've nailed Iowa's flats and Missouri's flows. But Tennessee, wait till you see how rain turns into tax-free gold. This next one's a game changer for drought dodgers. Item 3, Tennessee, number 3. Eastern hills rising like green waves. Mild climate whispering tax-free solar. Perfect for scaling from tiny home to full-blown farm without draining your savings dry. Look, Texas gets all the hype. Flashy videos, big hats, but here's what nobody tells you. Tennessee's rainwater is legal everywhere. Homestead exemptions slashing 20% off taxes, 50 inches of rain yearly, drought-proof shield while others pray for clouds. Videos chase Wyoming vistas, they miss Tennessee's thriving eco-villages. Real communities, real results. Pricing sits at $4,000 to $6,500 per acre. SunGold Solar, land.com, Trulia, back it up 8% in 2024, but stable through 2025, your window's open. Best grab: Zillow Eastern plots around $4,500 an acre. Smells like pine and possibility. Solar panels, 25-year warriors, 200 sunny days fueling them. Crop yields doubling national averages. Tomatoes heavy on the vine. And 15% less humid than Alabama per fresh data. Sweat less, harvest more, stocks overflowing, 13,000 plots ready. Nashville solar hubs full, no 2025 delays in sight. ScoutRealtor.com or Facebook Marketplace. Deals hide there. Forums give it 4.5 out of 5. Mild winters mean easy livestock. Users cheer. Last 6 months gold. Tourists crush near Smokies. Annoying, but avoid it. Picture this: roof catchment funneling rain to aquaponics tanks, fish swimming, veggies climbing, $2,500 saved yearly on protein and greens, fresh tilapia, crisp lettuce, your plate full. Or sloped acre, tiny home, foundation free, solar tie-in humming, $20,000 build versus $50,000 grid-tied nightmare, cozy inside, stars outside. Don't build in Cumberland flood zones, water rises fast. Elevate in Polk County instead, solid ground. Pro tip flying under radar: 2025 green H2 microgenerators, multi-fuel backup, wood, propane, whatever you've got. Hidden hack, budget play: Kentucky Hills next door, $3,500 an acre. Shared Appalachians, same vibe, lighter hit. Iowa's flats, Missouri's rivers. Now Tennessee's rain gold. But Kentucky, it's about to drop taxes so low you'll think it's a glitch. Hang tight, this one's for the frugal fighters. Item 4, Kentucky slides in at number 4. Appalachian foothills rolling out cheap, fertile land like a prepper's dream. River access everywhere. Low taxes easing your off-grid jump without the sticker shock. Idaho steals the spotlight. Rugged, iconic. But here's the overlooked killer: Kentucky's property tax rate at just 0.80% for 2025. Legal composting toilets. 45 inches of rain pounding down yearly. Wildlife thick as thieves. Beats coastal prices by 50%. Top 5 rankings, ignored for potato hype. Fresh November 2025 prices, $3,500 to $5,500 per acre in rural foothills. Primal Survivor Landwatch Red Fawn, confirm it, stable now but 6% projected spike by year end. Best deal, Craigslist rural listings around $4,000 an acre, cash deals, no agents, wells last 30 plus years, 200 sunny days, sky high egg yields, corn bursting from the soil, and 20% lower taxes than Tennessee. Feel that savings hit your pocket. Plots plentiful, 5,000 plus available. Louisville hubs stocked with batteries, no delays. Scoop from Zillow or local auctions. Users rate it 4.4 out of 5. Rivers equal free hydropower, they shout. March to August 2025 reviews. Hilly erosion, real risk. Terrace your slopes. Envision this, Ohio River tributary at your feet. Solar submersible pump humming. Irrigates 2 full acres. $1,500 crop boost straight to your pantry. Or log cabin from on-site timber. Axe swinging, wood heat crackling, 0 heating costs, winters warm, bills forgotten. Skip homeschool regs and strict spots, lax rural counties only, easy fix. Pro tip most miss, Kentucky's free edge extension classes on permaculture. Save $500 on trial and error disasters. Budget edge, West Virginia borders at $3,000 an acre. Mirror Hills, pure savings. Tennessee's rain, Kentucky's rivers, Oklahoma's winds next. This Plains powerhouse will have you rethinking everything. Item 5. Oklahoma, number 5. Endless plains stretching like a prepper's playground. Wind farm spinning, cheap pasture begging for solar wind hybrids. Vast, unregulated rural expanses where you call the shots. Colorado gets the love, rocky glamour, but listen close. Oklahoma's pasture is the cheapest in the U.S., $940 an acre in spots. 2025 wind incentives pouring in, overlooked because videos push New Mexico deserts. They miss Oklahoma's top 5 off-grid ease. Real wind, real savings, prices right now, $2,000 to $4,000 per acre. KW Land, Land Boss, Zillow all agree. Dropped through 2024, stable heading into 2025, sweet spot. Landwatch listings around $2,500 an acre. That's 5 acres for the price of a used side-by-side. Wind turbines last 25 years, top U.S. wind speeds whipping across, 200 sunny days to boot, and 30% cheaper than Kansas setups. Hear that, Hal? Free power. Stocks high, no panic buys needed. Tulsa solar hubs running smooth, 0 issues. Grab land on Realtor.com, deals pop daily. Users give it 4.3 out of 5. Wind equals free power 24/7, they rave, last 6 months chatter. Tornado prep, non-negotiable. Stock the bunker. Picture this, hybrid wind solar tower on a pole. 5 kilowatt setup, covers a 3-bedroom home easy, lights on, fridge humming, no bills or fenced pasture rotation, well water flowing, livestock grazing smart, $4,000 in meat yearly, steaks on the grill, kids growing strong, big mistake, buying flat flood zones, water rises fast, stick to elevated plains, higher ground winds, pro tip flying under radar, rediscovered old windmill pumps, $100 fix, mechanical, reliable, water for pennies, budget twin, Kansas next door at $1,800 an acre. Same plains, same freedom, 10% lighter hit. Kentucky's hills, Oklahoma's winds, Alabama's rivers next. This southern beast is about to make drought a distant memory. Item 6. Alabama, number 6. Rivers snaking like silver veins. Mild sun baking the south. Solar standout with allodial titles handing you full ownership. Long-term prepper fortress without the chains. Georgia hogs the attention, peaches, politics. But here's the priceless twist. Alabama offers the easiest allodial title in the U.S. 213 sunny days. Low taxes, beats coastal costs by 40%. Texas focus blinds everyone to Alabama's #1 study finds rank. Water gold, ignored. Current November 2025 prices, $1,500 to $3,000 per acre. Acre, Alabama, agcreditland.com, confirm. Stable. Dips to $900 in Perry County. Best steel. Bubba Land listings around $2,000 an acre. 10 acres for a weekend truck. Aquifers. Indefinite. 230 sunny days. 77,000 miles of waterways. Hear that flow? 25% cheaper than Mississippi setups. Endless. Plots everywhere, 10,000 plus waiting. Birmingham hubs rock solid, batteries flowing, Hunt Zillow, deals hide in plain sight, users scream 4.8 out of 5. Rivers everywhere, water gold, a matin they gush, last 6 months fire, humidity draining achy, tweak your vents, minor. Imagine this. Gravity-fed aqueduct from the Tennessee River, water cascading, irrigates 10 full acres, crops exploding, no pumps, no bills, or earthship rising from recycled tires, passive solar walls warming, $10,000 total home, cozy, sustainable, yours. Coastal flood buys, disaster, stick inland counties, dry, safe. Pro tip, most skip, allodial title hack, file for $50, blocks eminent domain cold, government can't touch it. Budget neighbor, Mississippi at $1,200 an acre, Delta twin, same vibe, lighter wallet hit, Oklahoma wins. Alabama rivers. Arkansas mountains next. This one's hiding hydro secrets that'll make your jaw drop. Item 7, Arkansas. Arkansas number 7, Ozark rivers carving through thick forests. Hydro and wood, heat on tap. No statewide septic rules. True off-grid freedom in your hands. Missouri gets the Ozark crown. Shared hills. But here's the brutal edge. Arkansas packs 9,500 plots with mountain seclusion. 50 inches of rain, low regs, 20% easier for multi-gen families than its neighbor. Videos lump it in. Miss Arkansas's standalone off-grid score. Hidden powerhouse, November 2025 prices, $2,500 to $4,500 per acre. Lot store, Facebook groups, Landwatch confirm. Dropped all 2024. Best value, Craigslist rural around $3,000 an acre. 5 acres for a beat-up tractor. Forests, renewable forever. 200 sunny days, streams everywhere. Hear that rush? 10% cheaper than Alabama land. Endless fuel. Stock high, 9,500 plus plots ready. Little Rock hubs humming, no delays. ScoutRealtor.com, deals pop fast. Users rate 4.5 out of 5. No codes, build your way, they cheer. Last 6 months gold. Bugs in the woods, slap on repellent. Small price. Picture this. Stream micro hydro. 500-watt wheel spinning, lights glowing, tools charging, no grid, no noise, or forest foraging co-op. Community plots. Mushrooms, berries, shared $2,000 food haul yearly, neighbors trading, tables full, wetland buys, sinkhole, dry ridges only, solid footing, pro tip flying low, Arkansas Free State Parks for testing sites, scout, camp, zero cost. Budget flip, Missouri at $3,000, Ozark extension, same range, lighter hit, Alabama water, Arkansas woods, West Virginia hollers next. This one's so cheap you'll think it's a glitch. Item 8, West Virginia, number 8. Steep hollers swallowing solar cabins whole. Coal ruins whispering history. Cheap acres screaming resilient mountain preps, your fortress in the folds. Vermont gets the quaint nod. Maple, tourists. But here's the hidden gem nobody admits. West Virginia swings from $1,500 to $10,000 an acre extremes. No utility mandates. 2025 solar leases doubling ROI. Scary stereotypes, poverty, pills, blind everyone to top-tier rural access. Privacy paradise ignored gold. November 2025 prices $1,500 to $10,000 per acre. Convivo, Reddit threads, land.com confirm. Shifts with demand, but 5% bump coming 2025. Best value? Facebook timbered lots around $2,000 an acre. 10 wooded acres for a weekend rifle. Cabins last 50 plus years, timber tough, abundant streams gurgling, forests thick and green, 35% cheaper than Kentucky land. Smell that pine? Stocks plentiful, no rush panic, Charleston hub steady, batteries flowing, Hunt Zillow, deals hide in hollers, users rate 4.6 out of 5, privacy paradise, they rave, last 6 months fire. Steep access roads, 4-wheel drive or hike, worth it. Picture this. South-facing slope solar arrays, panels drinking sun, 6 kilowatt hours daily, cabin glowing, fridge humming, grid, ancient history, or old coal mine springs. Filter the shafts, clean, cold flow, unlimited supply, water for life, no trucking, low elevation floods, disaster waiting, high hollers only, dry, defensible. Pro tip flying under radar, 2025 solar lease program. Rent your land for panels, earn $500 an acre passive, cash while you sleep. Budget link. Kentucky at $3,500, Appalachian twin, same ridge, lighter hit, Arkansas woods, West Virginia heights, Mississippi Delta next. This one's so fertile you'll harvest cash. Item 9, Mississippi. Mississippi number 9, Delta soil so rich it clings to your boots. low-cost, screaming, crop-heavy off-grid. Rivers ready for easy hydro, your food factory in the mud. Louisiana steals the Bayou Buzz. Gumbo, jazz. But here's the under-the-radar killer. Mississippi averages $2,400 an acre, Southern hospitality included, lax rainwater rules beating humid rivals. Tennessee gets the love. Mississippi quietly crushes it. November 2025. Prices $1,500 to $2,400 per acre. Land Boss, Deep South Mag, Zillow. Confirm, low and stable. Best Steel, Craigslist Rural around $1,800 an acre, 10 acres for a used mower. Soil, indefinite lifespan. Lush year-round grow, cotton white, rice green, 20% cheaper than Arkansas land. Smell that earth after rain, stock high, no scramble. Jackson Hub smooth, no issues. Scoutland.com, deals flood in. Users give 4.4 out of 5. Cheap and fertile FEK, they shout, last 6 months gold. Flood seasons, real, plan levies. Imagine this. Delta rice paddy under floating solar panels, crops below, power above, dual revenue, harvest rice, sell watts, or bamboo weirs in the river, fish swimming in, weekly protein on the table, catfish frying, kids grinning, grid tie mandates on urban edges, trap, rural delta only, freedom zone. Pro tip from the old timers, mule plow hybrids, low fuel farming, $200 rig, soil stays alive, budget twin, Alabama at $2,000, Gulf neighbor, same mud, lighter hit, West Virginia Heights, Mississippi Flats, Kansas winds closing us out. This final one's so wide open, you'll feel the sky. Item 10, Kansas, Kansas, number 10, endless plains rolling like a golden sea, wind farms humming, ag optimized with minimal regs, scalable preps from 1 acre to 100, Nebraska hogs the corn husker glory. But here's the overlooked beast. Kansas cropland is the cheapest in the plains. Homesteading laws wide open, top-tier yields, flatland bias blinds everyone to its number one farming ease. Wind gold mine, ignored. November 2025. Prices $2,000 to $3,500 per acre. Mental floss, Landwatch, realtor confirm. Stable. Best value, auctions around $2,200 an acre. 10 acres for a used combine. Plains, durable forever. Wheat yields crushing national averages, 15% windier than Oklahoma. Feel that gust? Power waiting, stock abundant, no rush. Wichita hub stocked, batteries flowing. Hunt Zillow, deals blow in daily. Users rate 4.3 out of 5. Wind gold mine, Ganaisa they cheer. Last 6 months fire. Dust storms, mask up, small price. Picture this. Large wind array, 10 kilowatt tower spinning, covers the homestead. Sell excess for $1,000 yearly, cash in the mailbox. Or prairie polyculture, rotate corn, soy, windbreaks. $5,000 harvest, grain bins full, table loaded, drought unprepped. Disaster, mulch irrigation saves the day. Water stays. Pro tip flying low. Kansas co-ops for bulk solar buys, 20% off. Group power. Budget border, Oklahoma at $2,500. Plains twin, same breeze, lighter hit. Mississippi mud, Kansas sky, 10 states locked in. Your move. All right, we've hit all 10 states. But before you bolt out the door with a shovel and a dream, here's your bonus round. 2 minutes of pure gold to keep you from torching $10,000 in rookie mistakes. First, the advanced edge. 2025 perovskite solar cells just dropped. Pair them with lithium iron phosphate batteries and you're squeezing 30% more efficiency even in cloudy beasts like West Virginia. That's not hype. That's real-world output jumping from 4 kilowatt hours to 5.2 kilowatt hours per panel on overcast days. Smell that? Rain on tin roofs, panels still pumping. No more solar only works in Arizona nonsense. Stack these on a south-facing holler slope, tie to a 48-volt battery bank, and your cabin runs like downtown. Quiet, cheap, unstoppable. Now, the brutal don't do this list. Pitfall number 1, buying blind without a 2025 reg check. Mississippi example, grab a sweet delta plot near city limits. Boom! Grid tie mandate hits. $5,000 reconnection fine or they rip your panels down. I've seen grown men cry over that invoice. Why it fails? Counties update codes faster than TikTok trends. One wrong zip code and you're married to the utility again. Pull up Primal Survivor's county by county off-grid map. Takes 10 minutes. Search your parcel. Green light. Buy somebody. Red flag. Walk. I keep a laminated printout in my truck. Saved me $7,000 last spring. Skipping the solar lease clause in states like West Virginia. You own the land, but the utility sneaks a 25-year lease for panels on your ridge. Next thing, you're paying them rent to use your sun. Fix. Add a one-line deed restriction before closing. No solar easements without owner consent. Costs $150 at the courthouse. Sleeps like a baby. Don't buy without a 72-hour water test. Dig a test well or haul in a 275-gallon IBC. Live on it 3 days if you're rationing by day 2. Walk. I did this in Arkansas. Saved me from a $12,000 dry hole disaster. There, 10 states, 1 hybrid tech boost, 3 pitfalls dodged. You're not just prepping, you're winning. Drop your top state in the comments. I read every one. Right? Rapid fire recap. State +1, wallet win, graphics flashing. Iowa's flat solar fields 25% cheaper than hills. Missouri's Ozark Springs, free water forever. Tennessee's 50-inch rain, tax-free solar. Kentucky's 0.80% tax, river hydro. Oklahoma's $940 pasture, wind 24/7. Alabama's allodial title, $50 hack. Arkansas's no septic rules, build wild. West Virginia's $1,500 hollers, $500 lease cash. Mississippi's $1,800 delta, rice plus watts. Kansas co-op solar, 20% off bulk. But wait, your move now? Top 3 takeaways you're writing down. Iowa's flat/setup costs 25% versus any hill state. Missouri and Tennessee rain equals free water. Dodging 2025 droughts cold. Verify counties today. Land jumps 10% Q1 2026. Not tomorrow. Today. Final urgency. Q4 2025. Permitting cuts just blocked 20 million rooftop solar installs. Grid shortfalls spiking. Lock in budget land this week or watch inflation eat your family's grid-free future. Which state shocked you most under $5,000 an acre, Iowa or Mississippi? Drop your pick below. I'm reading every comment. Join my free Prepper State Finder group on Facebook right now. Share your county hacks. Connect with locals already scouting the same plots. Smash like if you're ditching the grid in 2025 and subscribe. Weekly budget prep blueprints dropping. Next one, $10,000 solar starter kit. Comment your top state now. Let's see the leaderboard. Share this with your prepper buddy before prices spike. Save it for your land hunt. Hit that button. See you in the group.